In the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Lynn, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Helsinki? Here. Mrs. Vanderwater?
Here.
Ms. Lesniak? Mr. Tucker?
Here.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Here.
Ms. Saban?
Here. All right. I'd like to get a motion to approve the January 5th organizational meeting minutes as well as the regular meeting minutes, please.
Are you going to include the revision for Mike Kolchansky?
Yes. The minutes that are going to be approved are the ones that are on the website. They have the changes from Lynn.
Moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item number 1, review and approve the Canton Woods Senior Center for 2022 and authorize the supervisor to sign. This is being adjourned. Apparently Wendy did not get a copy of that agreement, so we will wait and put that on to the February 2nd agenda.
Thank you.
And we'll find out, make sure that Michelle knows exactly where your mailbox is or your drawer so that you can get stuff.
Thank you.
Okay. Number 2 is the appointment of Barbara Presley of Downer Street to the vacant position on the BAR, Board of Assessment Review, with a start date of February 1st, 2022, and that appointment ends September 30th, 2026. Can I get a motion for that, please?
I'll move. I'll second it.
Any discussion?
So we did discuss this in work session, and I kind of agree with Mike a little bit. I mean, I don't know this woman, and I don't know if I, like, should we know this person? Should we see a resume before we appoint?
The board never has done that. So for this one, I don't see why, since Teresa Golden has said that she's fine with Barbara because she talked to Barbara Presley about the duties, responsibilities, the trainings, that it should go through.
That answers one question. I know Terry was involved in it.
Yes.
But I know her myself. She's the wife of Rick Presley, who was on the village board for many, many years. He was the assistant director of the Onondaga Parks. So she's been involved with government by marriage all her life. I think she's highly qualified. She's very detail-minded, and I think she ran the Chamber of Commerce for a while. She was involved in that effort.
There is, the BAR is a 5-member board, and they make their decisions as a board regarding the assessments that come in.
Is she the chair of the volunteer center now? Anybody know?
I think she resigned from that,
Okay.
Yeah, that I don't know.
but she has been involved, like you say. She's involved in a lot of community organizations. So, and I can speak to her character.
Okay. Any other discussion? And can I get a motion to appoint?
You have motions on the floor already.
Got them both.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I'm going to abstain because I don't know this person, so.
Okay.
I'm going to abstain, too. I'm sorry. I'm not going to oppose.
Okay. I'm in favor, so the motion will pass 3-2. It doesn't pass?
You have a 7-member board. You need 4 people for even though you have 1 position vacant.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Darcy not here,
Okay.
adjourn,
Table it.
well, no, you can't. You've already voted on it. But by abstaining, it's essentially a no.
Okay, so if anything, we would have to put it on for a future
That's correct.
appointment. Okay. Okey-doke. All right, moving along to number 3. Approve the expenditure of an additional $2,394 to Barton and Judas to proceed with the validation of the PFOA sampling done on the 11 properties surrounding the closed landfill back in 2021. Jason, can you just bring the board up to speed a little bit?
Sure. As you recall, when we had to, EC required us to sample for emerging contaminants in 11 residential wells near our landfill, looking for contaminants. We had Barton and Judas do that effort for us, and their testing company. All of the data came back good. Everybody's below the limits. However, DEC has come back and said that they want the results validated. So that cost for the testing lab to reproduce the lab results with their QA/QC procedures attached to it, and to hire a validator, the cost is $3,729. I was able to take some of B&L's original scope and do that myself. I'm talking about $1,300. That's where this 24 or 2394 comes from. That's the balance of what they're charging us and what they're able to save the first round.
And how often do you do this? Every year out there?
This is new.
New?
Yep, this is new. There was the Hoosick Falls, the residential wells around that, had a lot of contaminants in it. People got sick, so DEC is making all the landfills that are closed to do this now.
I will make note that it's not budgeted. We do have a budget line for water sampling, but this wasn't included because it is new. Yep, it just came along, but I'm sure we can anticipate this happening annually going forward, so, you know.
This should be a one-time thing. Since we came under the limits, unless there's a problem with the validation process,
Then it should be a one-time, never again expense? Okay.
that's
So we'll have to figure out where this expense is going to come out of the budget.
It'll come out of the landfill line, and if we have to, we'll do a budget transfer down the road for other sampling costs. So,
Yeah, well, we discussed that. Jason said that he doesn't have this in his budget, so he doesn't have enough money in there.
no, I'm saying we can take budget, we'll have to find money in the remainder of the budget to put into
Correct.
landfill.
Yep.
And that'll happen down the road when the other sampling costs come through.
I make a motion to approve the expense.
Second.
Any other discussion?
No, we've got to do it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Number 4 is to approve the wages for the park attendants as per the park director memo. These were in the budget. Wayne Bailey and Kim Saxon, who have been with the town as park attendants, they're in their 3rd year. And these people only get paid, obviously, when they come in. And between January and March, there's a limited amount of times that they actually come in to take care of events up at the park. So this is something that Heidi has been had put in the budget, so.
And these people are former employees as well, right?
Well, yeah, they've been with us for 3 years now. Yep.
So isn't Wayne and Kim already employees?
Yes,
So is this memo to increase their salary?
yes, from 15 to 1550.
Okay, so-
To 1550, yes.
So Wayne and Kim were at 15, they're getting a 50-cent raise, and then Bob Berry is new, correct?
He started in October,
And what was his salary?
15, it remains the same.
Okay, so
She-
he's not getting a bump.
Correct,
Okay. And she's bumping them because of the current wage crisis going on
yes,
to retain good employees?
correct.
Okay.
And the thing is, having these park attendants, they handle events up at either the park or the lodge. Back in the fall, late winter, Heidi was working multiple days. So the cost of paying her salary versus bringing the park attendants on at these wages is substantially less.
So they are part-time employees,
Yes,
and do they work every week or only when there's an event?
only when there's an event, yeah,
But when summer comes, they'll be working every week, right?
correct.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's like April, May?
Usually mid-April through about September.
So from January to March, they're just kind of on as call, or?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
We actually also work for the highway department in the winter. just on an on-call basis. He is a wing operator for us in the winter time.
Okay.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make that.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Counselor and committee reports. Wendy?
I have a Canton Woods board meeting in February. I haven't seen an agenda, so I don't know what we're going to review yet, but I just wanted to let everyone know. I also wanted to let mainly our residents know at our organizational meeting on January 6th, as part of the organizational meeting and the budget, this board approved the schedule of fees for the Parks Department as well as buildings or zoning. But I wanted to draw our residents' attention to the schedule of fees for the Parks Department. I think it kind of went through the board unnoticed, but our park director lowered a lot of our fees up at the Parks Department, which I was glad to see. So the pavilion rentals and the lodge rentals were reduced by $10. Pool charges did not change, and season passes, some of the season passes were reduced as well. I just think it's important to point out, because with this age of COVID and inflation at all-time high, the park department really took a look at what these fees are and how we can accommodate our residents, and hopefully we can get more folks coming to take advantage of the Parks Department. It's a great asset that this town has. And fingers crossed that we can get the pool open again so our folks can take advantage of the reduction for the summer season passes. So I just really wanted to make a note that that happened in case no one really noticed it.
And the other thing that the Parks Director put into the wage scale, or the fees, is if somebody comes to rent a pavilion and also gets pool passes, she has put in for a combination, so that there might be a reduction in the cost of the actual pool pass dollar amount, but there wouldn't be any refunds. If, say, they came and it was raining or something and they bought 30 tickets for the pool, but only 20 were used, there will be no refund for that. So, okay. Ron?
Yeah, we had a Parks Committee meeting last week, Tuesday, and we went over the 5-year plan, and we touched base on everything that Wendy had spoke about. And what we're trying to do as we move forward, we're hoping that we can have the pool open. We're hoping, nothing definite yet, but we're moving that way. And we'll have another meeting, and I'll bring you full speed ahead on that again as it moves on.
Howard?
We had no committee meetings or anything, but the issue of the ambulance corps is still hanging over our heads. I wondered if there's any progress on that. Have you heard from their attorney?
I have not.
Well, that's the end of that then. Thank you.
Mike?
Nothing, thank you.
Okay. Doug?
Yeah, just real quickly, I'd like to put a strong plea out to the residents to, parking wise, they're doing a pretty decent job staying off the roads. However, we had a big time problem, we finally hit snow. People are putting their trash cans in the road. Two problems with it. One, we are gonna provide, we're gonna push the snow banks back. We have to hit that, we have to push the snow back, we can't be curving around. The job is to get the roads clear. And the guys do a very good job of it, and they're very conscientious about it. But not only does it present that problem, but when it's that far out, most of your haulers will actually tell you they want them placed behind the curb on your property. Because when they're out that far, we ran into it this last storm, our plow trucks could not get by the disposal vehicles because they had to park so far out, and they were parked so far out on the road to be able to reach to get these that were so far past where they should be. So not only is it's a two-part problem, it slows down our operations immensely because we can't get by to go clear the roads, and two, we're going to end up hitting them anyways. So please put them in your driveway, back off the curb. They will reach them. If you've ever seen those arms operate, they can reach out 6, 8 feet. They will get to it, I guarantee you. But they won't, there's potential of not getting to them if we can't get the roads clear, or you might find them tipped over if they're too far out, as you push back something. So please just be aware of that and try and keep them on your own side of the curb.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Okay. I have nothing further. Citizens' comments? Anyone with questions? Nope, okay. Jason, anything else?
Nothing additional tonight.
Okay. Nadine?
I can't top Doug.
Don't even try.
I can't top it, so, you know.
Lynn, do you have anything? Okay. All right, make a motion to adjourn to the next regular town board meeting on February 2nd at 7 PM. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.